I'm starting with the loose as the baseline setup. I'm using soft slick tires and I'm using 10 laps of fuel as my fuel load. I would normally use this for an 8-lap race. This is just a regular lap for my race pace around Sakitto, not for what I'll try for qualifying or for a time trial. For the first corner, I'll start getting on the brakes around the 50 meter board, and then as I turn in, I will lift off the brakes a little bit. I'll keep some brakes until I hit the out edge of the track and start accelerating for the exit. For this first corner, I basically accelerate until I'm in at the apex, and then I actually brake, not for this corner, but for the corner after it. It's important not to be going through these next set of corners too fast because you don't want to be pushing out. This last corner before the hill upwards is the most important. You want to be farther to the right before you start your turn in, otherwise you can have a slow exit. These next two corners are a lot of fun to get right. The first one, I use the brakes a little bit around the 50 meter board, and you basically turn in and you cut the curb. The second corner, you're going to brake at about the end of the rumble strips, and you're going to basically trail brake this until you get over the curbs, and then it's basically power out till the next corner. This next corner I really think depends on the car that you're in. You're either going to be going flat out or have a very slight lift on the accelerator. I treat the next two corners as one. I start braking at the 75 meter board. I'll run the car wide so I hit the outside of the track. You're going to notice as you come in on the other side, you're going to have too much speed. What I'll normally do is I'll very lightly press on the brake, which will put more weight to the front, and it'll turn in enough so that I can get a good exit out the straightaway afterwards. The next corner is important to keep your speed up so you have a good entry into the final corner. Depending on the car, lightly lift or tap the brakes a little bit. This next corner is flat out. You want to cut in and just miss the sausages on the right as you go in. And then you want to move it out as wide to the left as you can to keep up your speed. Beware of the sausages. On some cars it will end your race.
That was a 145.62. Your rear brakes are cold.